So what is the total control system from Liberty Paramotors? Well, it's a concept about being able to adjust your machine to make it work perfectly for you. So everybody's got a different flying style, everybody prefers a certain feel from the paramotor, and everybody's a different shape, a different height, and they've got a different centre of gravity. Now, most paramotors on the market, they're designed for the average person, and that works well. But the nice thing about the Liberty and the total control system is it allows you to adjust so many different components of the machine to really get that fit for yourself. So we'll start with the arms. So the arms, you can actually adjust the height at which the arms meet the frame. Now what this does is you can adjust it higher, and that will make the machine feel more comfortable on long flights with regards to turbulence. It's going to help iron out the turbulence. It's also going to give you a feeling of being scooped up when you take off, the higher that arm setting is. If you drop it down, that's going to give you more of an aggressive stance on takeoff. The part of the thrust line is going to be in the small of your back. If you've been used to a lower hang point machine, that'll be something that you might want to adjust to get that feeling if that's what you're used to. Being able to adjust this if you wanted to, if you've got a real high power machine with lots of torque, you could also set a bit of a symmetry in that to help with the torque compensation. But for most engines, you won't need to do that because there's other adjustments elsewhere to make that you can make to reduce that torque effect. What you can do once you've got the height adjusted on your arms is you can actually adjust the width on each individual arm. So being able to adjust each individual arm allows you to set that torque compensation, and you can really spend a bit of time setting that just right for not only your engine but your cruise setting. So once you've got your fast trim cruise setting that we fly 80% of the time on, you could really dial that torque adjustment in, that symmetry in the arms in, so that you're flying straight and level at that fast trim setting. Also, you've got the ability of adjusting the total width of the arms. Now, what that does is if you go for a real wide setting, which is what I personally fly with, that gives you a bit more feel from the wing, and it also exaggerates your weight shift, allowing you to carve turns out really nice. And if you're into a bit of motor thermaling like I am, that's a real nice thing to set that out nice and wide, and you do really feel the thermals. I was literally thermaling for 20 minutes last week in the middle of January in UK. I was thermaling over a pig farm, but having that nice amount of feel in the arms was what allowed me to make the most of that little tiny bit of lift we had on an overcast day. Moving forward through the arms, we've got multiple adjustment points on the arms which allow us to really set them up for our weight, our centre of gravity, the sort of hang style that we like. So as you can see, we've got some adjustments here. And that allows you to move the arm forwards and backwards. So one, that helps get your weight and your angle of dangle correct. But two, if you find with some machines that the arms dig into your ribs a little bit, extending that forward will bring that away. You've then got your hang position, which you connect the carabiner to. This position, you've got three options for this, and where you place that will really affect your angle of dangle. You can really sort of choose the setup for you. So, you can have mid hang point. I'd always recommend start on the mid hang point on the bar. I'm forwards because I weigh 115 kilos, but anybody who's less than that, I'd go for the mid and then make your adjustment at the back. But it does give you the scope to go forwards and then move it back on the arms at the rear of the engine. At the rear of the hang points, so that you can really tune and customize it perfect for your style of flying. Like a lot of paramotor manufacturers out there, you can actually set the spring load on this, so we can have this arm tighter, which makes the arm fall a bit slower. Or you can have it really rigid if you're sort of really looking to iron out as many bumps as you can, or you can have it nice and loose like I have, because again, I like to feel what's going on in the air. Moving forwards on the arms, we've got lots of different adjustment on the harness shackle, so we can bring that forwards or back. Again, you can actually set that as asymmetric. So if you're somebody who uses a lot of speed bar and on full bar, when you're on full power, you need a bit of extra asymmetry in your harness to counteract that torque. You're able to do that with this, so that you can fly straight and level on full bar as well. Also, this setting helps you with getting in the harness as well. So again, people have got longer legs, some people have got longer backs. Setting that will get your harness in the right angle to really scoop you up as you take off. So you just bring your knees up and that harness takes you away. We've then got some other settings. So as we move away from the arms now, I think we've covered everything on there. We've also got the hang points for your harness. You've got adjustments on there to bring that higher or lower. Again, for longer backs, shorter backs, depending on the individual, that's how you can get that set up. So that's a quick rundown of the total control system. I love how much adjustment you've got on there. If you're a sort of pilot that likes the older style lower hang point machine, whereabouts when you come on the power it leans forward, you come off it leans back, you want that reclined action for thermaling, things like that, you can drop the height. If you're more of a cross-country guy, bring the height up, make it more stable. Yeah, really, really impressive, this machine. I've been flying it for nearly a year now, absolutely over the moon with it. So yeah, any questions, drop us a line. If you want to give it a test fly, again, get in contact. Cheers.